Yeah, like I said, he has an issue with his own parents, which is why he has a whole thing about hearing her parents. Also feels like he's merging his psyche with her psyche a little bit. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, and we are, I would normally say back because I'm so used to being in a show we've already started before. We are here for Link Click. Thank you to Rogue Knight, our very first Platinum tier patron, and that means that they get to choose a show that we react to on the weekly. And their choice was Link Click. Now, if you are a fan of the channel, you might remember Rogue Knight from back during our 86 watch-throughs, as a number of comments that we read during those shows came from them. So, just to give you a thought towards the kind of shows that they like, I don't know if this is even anywhere close to related to that in any sort of fashion, but that's just a call out there. So once again, thank you to Rogue Knight for picking this series, and we'll see how we go from here. Just some notes about things that they said about the show, because obviously I know nothing about it other than the fact it's a, well, I'll just get to the notes here. A show that has made me cry a few times. That comes from Rogue Knight, once again. It is a Chinese anime, so if you don't mind, I'd like to request you watch it with the original Chinese voices. So we've done, hopefully. I mean, it says so, but I keep remembering back to when we first started watching The Visions of Escaflowne, and the English is in Japanese, and the Japanese was in English, so I guess sometimes just can't trust what people put on a video file. Since it came out, there has been a Japanese dub and an English dub, but I fell in love with the original voices, and they do their jobs well. So, I guess we will find out. I mean, we will find out. Obviously, I should say that we do this live on Fridays, starting at 11 a.m. EST. So we have a chat, and in the chat, Phil Fisher is asking, is this the first Danwa in this channel? Is that how you say that, Danwa? I know it's manhwa when it's Korean, manga when it's Japanese. I haven't had any experience with the Chinese ones yet, so I'm guessing it's Danwa. And yeah, I guess it would be. Ironically, we just recorded the first episode of Madoka Magica earlier today, and in that poll, there was another Chinese anime that I actually had wanted to watch, but it didn't win the poll, obviously. So I'm not gonna force y'all to watch the thing, or try to force y'all to watch the thing y'all don't want to watch with me. But oh god, I can't remember the name of it. It's the one where a guy wakes up on a farm and he's been possessed by a demon. And famously, it's the one where he plays a flute and he can like raise the dead, sort of thing. Anyway, it's a Chinese anime, so that one literally would have been back to back with Link Click today, had it won. Yeah, Modao Zushi, that's the one. That's the one I wanted to watch, but it didn't win a poll. So it would have been back to back with Link Click. We would have been watching two Chinese anime today at the same time. So would have been ironic. But yeah, no, I literally know nothing. Unfortunately, my artist is busy working on another overlay for another upcoming anime we will be watching in the future, so I could not bring them in on this just yet. So this is my work. Very, very shoddy. I apologize ahead of time. But if we're still watching this in the future, obviously I'll bring the artist back in on this and we will do a better job. I will say I have not been spoiled for anything. Obviously, don't read a damn thing. The pictures don't tell me anything. So, yeah, I still have absolutely no idea what this show is about. So, that said, all I can do really here is ramble because again, no clue. And as per the rule, if I'm rambling, we move on. So, let's go ahead and see what Link Click is all about.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
第一，你只有12个小时。第二，要完全听从我的指挥，不能做出任何改变。第三，
无论过去，
不问将来。
Oh, this is a time travel thing?
念叨多少遍？准备，出发。
Superpower time travel thing? So there's just the element of a high five, causing stuff to happen, which is always great. Did not expect a English opening, especially in a Chinese anime. So here's the problem: is I have to talk over the opening, and I'm trying to figure out the opening. Same problem I had with Madoka Magica just earlier this morning. It's the first time I'm watching the opening, so it's really hard to figure it out and talk at the same time. But it very much seems like a conspiracy thing, because I'm really taken back to the board with all the pins and lines all across it. Like, the element that it's also some sort of time travel thing might mean that they're trying to solve for a thing that happened.
包租婆又来吸血喽，把照片搁柜台上吧。
哎，程小石，我可是在帮你还债，你倒好，整天吊儿郎当的，就你这德行，你等着关门歇业，打包滚蛋吧。
Pretty young for a landlady.
我从小跟爸妈在这店里长大，他们回来之前，我哪儿都不会去。你要敢撵我走，我就原地上吊。
Again, just anticipating it's a time travel thing now and realizing that they work at a photo place.
他刚说啥？
说你。
乔玲姐，把照片拿来吧。
好的，光光。
光光，奶狗不都叫汪汪吗？
学学人家陆光，年纪比你小，懂事比你早。
乔玲姐。
哼，要不是看在你的面子上，我才懒得管他。这次任务的委托人。 希望我们能在趣德游戏后天公布第3季度财报之前，提早拿到他们的核心财务数据。但这份资料被他们的财务总监单独监管。为了避免系统被黑，他也从不在电脑上留底，随身携带。
时间紧，任务重。
Okay.
别卖关子了，快说。
So I might have been completely wrong at the beginning.
他的助理。
That's the name of the episode.
是有机会看到数据的最佳人选。
最近一次和他相关的照片是什么时候拍的？
那这张是艾玛前天晚上10点发在朋友圈的。
哇，深夜放毒啊！
李星探的机会。
I'm just trying to figure out what they do.
就要追溯到上周，财报数据可能就不是最新的了。
She fried her computer?
且仅有一次。
The camera is a fluid way of... Damn it, I didn't read it fast enough. It was probably the hint.
第一，你只有12个小时。第二，要完全听从我的指挥，不能做出任何改变。第三，
Okay, well... You could probably explain everything, so I gotta pay close attention to here's the first contact with it.
我负责进入照片，你负责给我带路。准备，
Okay, so they time travel through photos
出发。
to scenes and places that they can see? Oh.
住手！按我说的做，不要给自己加戏。
是，都听你的。
God, what was that time travel anime with the bananas? This is what this is reminding me of.
等等，
吃个外卖还要等什么？
来嘛，来一下。
哦，来了。
喂，注意你的仪态。
啊，朱总，我这就过来。
怎么样？这个仪态够不够端正啊？
怎么了？
Got like a quantum leap
没事了，刚才想到个
mixed
臭
with
男人
jumper. That's probably the best example right there. Quantum leap jumper.
一句谎话只能用另一句谎话来掩盖。
哼，有男朋友了？
那到底是有还是没有啊？
没有，赶紧把话题绕回正轨。
没有。啊，对了，
But does anything you
朱总
do
找我有什么事
affect
吗？
the future going forwards?
刚看到你发的朋友圈，别吃外卖了，等会儿我请你去吃宵夜。
不用了，朱总，我今天特意点的春卷，您要不还是早点回家吧。
你一个人打拼也不容易，有什么需要，尽管跟我提。
啊，可以吗？会不会不太好啊？
你跟着我快2年了，自己人，没什么不好意思的。
朱总，能不能？
你说说看，要我做什么？
Again, the issue is it's the guy inside and not even what she actually thinks about the situation.
别慌，跟着我说。朱总，这里是公司。
你可别坑我啊！
朱总，这里是公司。
我的办公室可是全公司私密性最好的。
So I guess the question in my mind is where does she go while he's doing this, or is this actually real?
而且我也没有什么拍照留念的不良嗜好，所以你大可放心。
姓陆的，你说的游戏不会是指床戏吧？
为达目的，迎难而上。
坑爹啊！
如果你做出了改变，就需要用更多改变来弥补。那么，历史的进程都
Okay, so it does affect everything moving forwards. That's good to know.
就是现在，推开他。
对不起啊，朱总，接个电话。啊，阿姨，你可算是救了我一命。啊，我是不是答错了？妈，是你儿子，别挂啊！呸，是你女儿。
他妈的电话来的真不是时候。
Is this like they're new to this? Because he doesn't act like he's real skilled at what he's doing right now.
是不是菜吃饭啊？没有，这是晚饭时拍的照片，我到家了才发的。
不说，肯定有在加班。还有啊，又叫外卖，地沟油、黑心肉，早晚吃出病来。
妈，都什么年代了，现在的外卖做的可好了，干净卫生，健康放心。
Yeah. Now, to be fair, those are edible anyway, but
天请人嘞，我跟你说啊。
好嘞，好嘞，少说2句啊，让女儿赶紧把工作做完，早点回家。宝宝，我不是跟你说过吗？发朋友圈记得屏蔽你妈，你总把我给屏蔽了。
一不小心。
so I'm guessing the guy back in the regular timeline has a thing with his parents because he seems to be reacting real heavily to this.
明天再做啊！哎，抽时间给自己找个男朋友，行吗？
爸，我
铁灯瞎火的作妖呢。明天开会的材料，今天一定要写完啊！
好嘞，好嘞，不说了啊。哎，你们都听了吧？赶紧忙吧，拜拜，拜拜。
拜拜。
对了，明天早上9点开会前，记得把会议室整理一下。
好的，朱总。
临走时记得检查一下同事的垃圾分类。
Fuck
好的
you,
朱总。
punishing her for.
可算逃过一劫。后面该干嘛？
没听朱总吩咐吗？写材料啊。没事，我会一直陪着你。
I guess that's the problem with the 12-hour to 12-hour bit of this is that you have to live the life.
快开始吧，2点前一定要写完，不然过去会因你而改变的。
Does that mean you also have to be like an expert in every field of everybody who inhabit?
并不是我吧？不过，你说他是不是日复一日过着这样的日子？
说好的，无论过去，你该关心的是，明天早上发布财报前最后一次财务决算会。
你是说9点开始的那个？
I mean, still got like 10 hours left here.
10点之前必须拿到数据，最后1个小时是我们唯一的机会。
So does the one guy like know everything about the timeline, and that's why he's guiding everything, and then the other guy just has like the ability to control, and that's why they're like a duo?
大半夜的，谁呀？
It would also imply that you can hear everything happening where your body physically is. Or is he just communicating to him?
哎，小心烫，慢点吃啊。这做人啊，不可以太心急，有时候就得等一等，忍一忍啊。
Is he experiencing her dreams, which is her memories too?
皮糙肉厚，不碍事。
壮，继续壮！你爹为了你这块心头肉啊，刀山火海都干过，看看，都烫红了。
哎呀，好了，别整你们女人家那一套啊！我一大老爷们儿，害不害臊？哎，去，快点，我拿瓶。
Yeah, like I said,
有手有脚自己拿去，我还差一锅汤没熬完呢。
he has an issue with his own parents, which is why he has a whole thing about hearing her parents. Also feels like he's merging his psyche with her psyche a little bit. So like a little bit of an Inception level thing going on here.
我梦到了吃春卷和爸妈，
还惦记呢。
惦记他们的不光是我吧。
当你成为他，同样也会继承一些他的情感和记忆。
That's what I said.
那他们还会回来吗？
Is that a thing that happened? Or a thing you're trying to correct for?
好了，快睡吧。
你也是，晚安。
到家了吧？听你爹说呀，因为刚才打电话让你挨领导批评了，妈妈跟你说声对不起。
Again, it's the element that he's got these problems.
你爹心里啊就特别堵，谁让你是我们的心头肉呢？
Because I mean, that would be devastating if you're trying to get over your shit, and you're in this other life. Did you get those TPS reports? Yeah, the element that you have to be like an expert in everything for any situation that you like inhabit a body for.
还挺入戏。
滚！不是为了还清欠包租婆的债，谁愿意干这倒霉活？
倒霉活
啊！
你不想干，有的是人想干。
哎呀，朱总，不是说工作了，是家里喷头又坏了，折腾了我一上午。
努力表现，少说闲话，这样才能早日变成凤凰，飞出你那麻雀窝。
Oh, you're a jackass.
好了，
I'm glad we're stealing this guy's money. Or his reports, which will, I guess, help the other guy steal his money.
喂，陆光，什么时候动手？
急什么？还有人没到呢。
这家伙也太贼了，屏幕贴了防窥膜。
Well, I mean, we know the other person rushes into the room, and then we spill the water, or tea,
就得等一等。
all over the computer.
那你告诉我还要等多久？
剧透可耻。
可恶！
就是现在！啊！快碰翻他的杯子！你……
哎呀！
还愣着干什么？快去帮他擦裤子！
朱总
Wasn't that a woman who ran into the room right now?
别，我自己来。
Yeah, there we go.
好啊，被我抓个正着。
人齐了。
怪不得他天天说加班，原来是有个小妖精在这伺候着呢。
你怎么来了？别误会了，他是我。
There, she's not wrong. You tried.
你工作范围也太广泛了吧？正开着会呢，手往哪儿伸呢？
是他老缠着我。
Oh, you fucking asshole.
你刚说什么？
You've been doing this with every woman.
没有。你这种外地来的我见多了，想傍个男人坐享其成，家里爸妈没文化，就别把这种野丫头放出来祸害人了。
Oh, trigger words.
娘生没娘养的贱货。
You're about to get your ass beat.
程小时，别干傻事。想想我们约定好的3项法则：第一，你只有12个小时；第二，要完全听从我的指挥，不能做出任何改变；第三，
Do we know what she actually did here? You're not telling us what she didn't do. Oh. So the person looking at the thing gives you an image on your phone of what they're looking at?
缺德游戏因财报数据作假而遭停牌，涉案人朱某和胡某已被警方批捕。
I mean, should have been arrested for sexual harassment, god damn it.
还好罪有应得，大快人心。你说，如果我真做了什么，一切都会因此而改变吗？
I mean, if that's being implied. You really gotta make sure whatever you do is worth it.
这就是个职业污点。这行啊，你肯定做不了了。我劝你趁年轻学点别的吧。
Oh. So he actually made those earlier. And what? Left them as a present to herself? I don't think it was anything that would have made an impact. She had a relationship with her apparently.
妈，闺女，你怎么哭了？
哎呀，我和你说别来添乱，你肯定又给宝宝惹麻烦了。宝宝，你妈知道你想她了，激动的偏要扎个春卷偷偷。
Oh, okay.
后来又说这天凉了。
I thought the other guy might have done that.
还要带厚的棉衣棉裤。我说城市里啥都有卖的，他偏说自己风的最暖和。你看看啊，觉得太土呢就放家里穿，实在不喜欢不要也就不要了。
要，我都要，你们能不能别走？
俺们这不是怕耽误你工作吗？怎么了，宝宝？是谁欺负你了？
你们在火车站别动，我这就过去。
我还真想知道，他现在过得好不好。
对不起。
没事，刚听你说着急去火车站，我开车可以顺路捎上你。
Is this what causes her to meet a guy that she wouldn't have met and
哎，不问不问，开个玩笑。那么认真干嘛？哎，恭迎包租婆。
or is that something bad that's happening that we don't know that's happening yet?
接下来是社会时事。昨晚在城郊河内发现。
God fucking damn it! I knew it.
警方调查，死者生前在确德游戏担任财务相关工作，目前不排除因工作失利而选择投河的可能。本台会对后续
Fucking hell.
做追踪报道。
哦，来了。
I don't know how the hell I'm going to parse this when it comes to like a board or something. The fact that there's time travel involved, and I don't know. I guess that's a 12-hour difference. Look, here's the thing. We were going in such a heartwarming direction that my thought was, oh, maybe the changes that he's made are actually for the better. Again, quantum leap, right? That he has changed her life for the better. She's reuniting with her parents. She's rushing back. Granted, she had a shit work life. And as I indicated, the stain upon her was such that she was going to have difficulty moving forwards already. But I don't know how that would have worked out overall. And then running into that guy, it's like, okay, maybe he set her up with a change that would have wound up. So I'm just kind of waiting for the next time on, if there is one. No? Okay. Don't have to wait for a next time on. Got it. That the change might have been that she rushes off to meet her parents because that's the change he inflicted, and along the way she would have met a new guy, ran into him, starts her off on this whole thing where she has a family now, has a love life, etc. Fills in the space that was empty before due to their interference. But no. Of course, the first thing I think is, they're not showing this guy's face. He's done the low cap thing. So, instantly think something bad's gonna happen. Boom, found her body in the river. But now, where my mind is drifting, is there an organization, or is there going to be a group of people that eliminate the people that our two characters here touch with these powers? Like, some sort of no evidence left behind sort of thing. Because it seems odd. It doesn't seem odd, actually. There could be just these people out there. Obviously, there could be. There obviously are. That she would just happenstancely run into a killer on her way to catch up with her parents. The idea that he has this logo on his jacket that could just be a logo of a clothes company. I don't know. First episodes are hard to read into because you're trying to search the entire thing for clues, right? That he's also wearing headphones. I guess I just kind of need an episode 2 to clarify what's going on here, because I could look at anything and think that it's going to be interconnected, and it could just be the first episode thing, right? Like, if the episode 2 doesn't feature someone also getting murdered by the end. But then again, that also falls into my question of, this guy doesn't seem very good at what he's doing. Like, he's making what I would assume to be rookie mistakes if this was a thing that they do all the time. And it seems like it's a thing that they do all the time. So, are they just starting out at this? In which case, if they were just starting out with this, then if someone was going along killing everybody that they've inhabited before, they might be too close to the beginning to know that that was happening. If it's not, if they've been doing this for a while, then I don't think they're really good at what they're doing, right? They would be like one of the side groups in Inception that's doing the thing that's not as good as the main characters. I guess I also just have to investigate to what are their abilities, right? It seems like one guy is able to incept himself into people from photographs, while the other guy seems to know everything that's supposed to happen or when it's supposed to happen. Like, does that mean one guy is omniscient, that he can see everything that's supposed to happen? Does that mean then that he knows everything that's not supposed to happen? Like, he can detect any change in the timeline, that sort of thing? Because that I would intuit that would be the thing, right? Because otherwise I don't know how his power set works. Also, obviously, they've got two different eyes. One of their eyes glows like a gold when they're doing their power, while the other guy goes like cat eye. So I'm assuming that if I'm looking for stuff in the future, anybody who has less than normal looking human eyes would be then what I'm looking for. I'm guessing also that I'm probably going to have to change the overlay for future episodes. Again, maybe when I get the artist available, they could be able to do it. But the idea that we're in, what do you call that? Like landscape format, that I'm not using the top and bottom of the screen, would make it more difficult for the overlay thing that I do, obviously, for YouTube side. I know this has little to do with what's going on in the episode, but it's a thought that I had. Because when I have to do the coverall thing, for copyright reasons, I don't want to be cutting off parts of the subtitles so people would know what's happening. Otherwise, I think that's probably it here. I can't think of anything I might have missed. Because, I mean, it does feel like a Quantum Leap episode, right? We leaped in, we affected this person's timeline, then we leapt out, never to really know. Because there's no, what's his name from Quantum Leap? Well, actually, I guess it is. I guess it is really Quantum Leap, because what's his name? Al, and whatever the computer's name was, telling the guy what happens. That's the white-haired guy. He's telling the guy what happened. Well, he's actually not telling the guy what happens. In Quantum Leap, the guy just tells him, oh, yeah, no, if he does this, there's like a 30% chance that he's going to go into the mafia or something, constantly telling him what the future holds based on what he's doing. This guy is like holding shit back. Like, oh, no, you just go in there and do what happened. Oh, no, you got to kiss this guy. Or, whatever. He is, I would say he's being playful about it, but he is the least playful person I can feel like. He's very serious. Like, he's concerned for his friend. Like, are you doing okay? Just go to sleep, rest through the night. But at the same time, no, dude's gonna try and sexually molest you. You have to go with it. It's real back and forth on that. But yeah, not good people at that company. Obviously, I wish the worst for them, but at the same time, did not wish the worst for her. So when it actually comes about that way, real sad moment. Especially with all the parents thing. I almost feel like, this is probably going to be my last thought here, because I am rambling, and as per, we all know what the rule on rambling is. I kind of feel like there is a transitional element between this as well. Because obviously she dreamt about her parents, and then he goes through his whole thing with his parents, which I assume we're going to learn more about. And then when he goes back, she's going through this whole thing too. So, like, she took away part of his regret for whatever happened to his parents. I feel like that might be a thing that could be developed more. I don't know if it will be. So, just a theory right now, but I see that as a thing. So, yeah, I think that's going to be it for this episode. We'll have notes and somehow a board. Again, don't know how I'm going to do a board for this, but I will try. So, for now, I've been Theta. This has been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?